everyone, welcome to my channel, Miranda Moon Magic. So this reading is going to be for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the year of 2020. So if you have that sign in any of those planets or your ascendant sign, then this reading might be for you. In this reading, I'm going to look at love, career, spirituality, relationships, internal emotional stuff, just anything that comes through. Definitely feel free to check out your Venus sign reading linked below if you're more interested in love, or your moon sign for more emotional stuff, your ascendant sign for people coming towards you, and your sun sign just for the general energies, any messages that could come through for you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with a few things I got in my meditation. Then I'm going to pull a few oracle cards and talk about general energies for each quarter of the month, and then I'm going to pull a tarot card for each month to look at the more in-depth energies happening each month for you guys. So yeah, definitely if you like this reading, be sure to give it a like down below and subscribe if you liked it. I'm going to be putting a lot more content out in 2020. If you guys are interested in that, pick a card readings, it's kind of like this, so I hope you guys like it. Yeah, on to the reading. I just made a heart with my hand, by the way. I didn't do that on purpose. So the first phrase I wrote down for 2020 for you guys was 2020 power. I feel like you guys are going to be feeling very powerful in 2020. I get a lot of lighthearted, fun energy for you guys. Nothing heavy really happening. I just get a lot of fun. I also wrote silly, goof, fun, and playful relationship. So some of you guys could be getting into a more fun, adventurous relationship. Some of you guys, I was also drawn to the Leo symbol on this deck. So some of you guys might also be in a relationship with a Leo this year, or you have Leo in your Venus. I haven't done that reading yet, but that reading might resonate for you guys as well. I also wrote 222 down on my notes, and I just saw 222 on my timer. So that could be a number you guys are seeing a lot as well. Going back to the goofy, fun, playful, silly energy, I got also the word sarcasm, and I circled it. So I feel like underneath any goofy, fun, playful energy, you definitely like to shade people. You throw in a little dig every now and then. Within every joke, there's a hint of seriousness for you guys, and I definitely feel that from you. I feel like people like, is he gonna like shade me right now? It's like they're giving you a compliment, but there's an underlying hint of shade, and the people around you are like, wow. Like, I can't get a serious thing from her or him. I also saw, as I was in my meditation, a green orb. It felt like there was this green and white energy surrounding you. That could be a spirit guide, more of a nature element spirit guide, very calming, very in tune with love and your heart chakra. I don't feel any imbalance in you guys' heart chakras for this year, as opposed with other energies that I felt for these readings. I just feel like a protective energy. You're feeling guided and loved and very lighthearted. Again, lighthearted. I also felt like your aura is very blue, or there's also a blue energy around you. So even green or blue could be you guys' favorite colors, maybe teal. Or you guys' energy is just very calm and nurtured is also what I heard. So it feels like you guys are going to be well taken care of this year. I also heard, oh yeah, in green, speaking of the color green, I feel like some of you guys could be really into plants, or maybe that's something you get into more in the spring. I see you guys having like a table in your house of like some succulents, like a snake plant or something. So that could be for some of you guys. I also heard the number 17, or 17 minutes. Now I'm getting the number 17 for every single reading I'm doing for some reason. I've been feeling that number a lot. It feels like a lucky year for a lot of people, a lot of transits that are happening maybe with Jupiter, a lot of feeling lucky and going towards your life's path and living your life's purpose. I also heard 11 hours. So for some of you guys, you might be seeing 11:17 on the clock a lot. That could be an angel number for some of you guys. I'll definitely put it in the description if I Google and find a specific meaning for that angel number, but whether I do or not, that could just be an energy for some of you guys that you see on the clock. Like you wake up and it's 11:17. Well, like, or you see that clock, that number before you go to sleep at night. Maybe you won't wake up that late. Maybe some of you do. You wake up late. That's fine. I also got nature and sports and meditation and exercise. So some of you this year could be getting more into sports, or just if you're already into sports, exercise, you're going to be continuing that, but you're going to be looking at it as more of a form of meditation and relaxation as opposed to like something routine. You're going to be looking at it as like your calm, your cool down period of the day or the morning. I feel like if you guys run, that could be very calming to you guys. Maybe you do it one day without music and you're like, wow, I was just able to think and be in my head alone, and it was so calming and so healing for me. And then you decide to do that every now and then. Also, this could be a New Year's resolution for some of you guys to get more into exercise and or maybe lose weight, eat healthier. For some of you guys, nourish your body. Less of losing weight, I feel, and more of I just want to nourish my body and fuel my body. Fuel my body is what I heard. That might be something you guys say a lot. I also got the number 75 and grandma. So for some of you guys, this is a very specific message. Your grandma could be turning 75, or you have an elder in your family who's turning 75 this year, or they are 75 or they were 75 when they passed away, and maybe you're thinking about them more this year. So I also got the word camera. I circled it. And then I got the word development following that. So it feels like in career, you guys are developing camera developing. You like develop pictures, right? Some of you guys might be doing that. Or you guys might find like an old disposable camera that you used to have, and you might go take it to like the thing at CVS or Walgreens that like they develop your picture, you know, back in the day they did that. And you might develop it and be like, wow, this is my trip to like the fair when I was 6 years old. That's so funny. So that might be for some of you guys. For some of you guys, it might be also that you're working in some sort of technology. Maybe you're an IT, what is that? An IT like person? You work with computers or something. Also, you might work in filmmaking or photography, or you might be starting to build your photography business like around town. Maybe you're talking to people, you're networking. I see a lot of good communication this year for you guys as well. I felt like you guys aren't feeling held back with your communication, so you guys are very openly talking about whatever you need to talk about. I also heard empower, which goes back to the power that I felt earlier. But it feels like as much as you feel powerful, you're also empowering other people and making other people feel confident as much as you are. Empower could also be like you're getting more into social issues. If you're a female, maybe more into the social issues of being a woman and what that means, and empowering other women, not putting them down, making a conscious decision to do that. I also heard grandeur and success. I wrote those two words under the camera and development. So it feels like you guys are going to be feeling, I almost get delusions of grandeur for you guys. Which, I mean, that's the Cancer confidence, I feel, because a lot of you guys have Leo in your chart as well. So that could be like delusions of grandeur. I'm feeling a lot more successful than I actually might be, but it's like that's a positive, you know, you're confident, you feel good. Even if you're not looking the best one day, you're like, wow, I look bomb, you know. I feel like you might say that. I just get a lot of excited energy for you guys. Again, 222, I feel like I feel like you could just be seeing that number. That could be a sign for you about your relationships in your life, and whether it be friendships, romantic, anything. If you're in a relationship or you get into a relationship in 2020, it's just going to be very fun. Maybe they're a Leo, they take you on adventures, new things. You do new things together that you never would have done before or without this person. Let me see if oh yeah. And this message I almost didn't want to say, but I got it and I feel the need to say it. This is for a very small group of you guys. Keep in mind, I don't want this to scare any of you, but I heard the term house break-in for some of you guys. Again, I don't want this to scare you. I don't want this to make you extra afraid. If you are already afraid and you kind of go to bed a little bit scared and nervous and want to check your door 100 times, this message is not for you at all. I want to assure you that that is not going to happen if that is your fear, Cosmo. But I want to say for the rest of you guys, make sure you're locking your doors if that's not something you really care to check. If you live in the suburbs, you live in a good neighborhood, still make sure you're locking your doors. Make sure you're getting your packages off the front porch when they're dropped off, because there could be something sneaky going on in the neighborhood. For some of you guys, not the ones that are scared. I want to assure you of that, because I feel a little bit of fear, and I can feel your fear if you're watching this and you're scared. So I don't want to scare you guys. Make sure you have, again, with camera as well, you guys might be putting a security system up. Make sure you do that sooner rather than later, because you don't want it to be like, my house got broken into, now I'm going to put my security system up, because it's not going to happen again. You know, if your house gets broken into, it's not going to happen again, and they just did it because you didn't have a camera up. So make sure you're doing that sooner than later. Again, I'm not encouraging, I'm not trying to perpetuate fear in you guys to like get a camera, but I just think it's a good investment for a lot of people to get. I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm gonna say that or put that in, but I mean, that's such a small message for you guys. Definitely have a camera up around the house. Make sure you're keeping watch of any suspicious cars driving through the neighborhood. I mean, a lot of people, especially where I live, they love to keep their door their screen door closed only, and their regular door, you know, with the lock open. Definitely make sure when you're not fully like right beside the front window, make sure that you're closing that door and locking it, and you're locking all your windows. Make sure you're keeping an eye on the windows, you know, because there could be that one that you forgot to lock. So make sure you're locking your windows. If you open them, again, not to make you scared. I don't want to make you scared. If you have a fear already of your house being broken into, I repeat, not a message for you. Okay, so I'm just gonna start by pulling a few oracle cards and talking about each quarter of the year a little bit, and then I'm going to pull a tarot card for each month. So here's that Cancer and Leo energy. That's so funny that came out. So some of you guys might have a 4th or a 5th house stellium in your chart. If you guys know what that means, it's when 3 or 4, it's debated back and forth. I say 4, it's when 4 of your planets, or a 4th or 5th house dominant, which is just the most planets are in this house. You might have a stellium or dominant in the 4th or 5th house. So yeah. So as I was talking about the exercise, for the first quarter of the year, I got the body. So I feel like this is definitely a New Year's resolution. This is a New Year's resolution to exercise or take care of your body more, fuel your body. Again, I actually heard that in my dream too last night. I was dreaming about these readings last night because I have 5 to do today. So I think that's really funny. I heard fuel your body in the dream. fuel your body, making sure that if you do want to lose weight, that's not the focus, and you love your body for what it is now, and you're nourishing it and you're fueling it and you're not depriving it. That's definitely so important. I also heard, I felt in my meditation, my right leg kind of tingled. So some of you guys could have some problems with your right leg, or this is you maybe like pushing too hard on like the leg machine, or with your squats and your right leg really hurting, or you maybe put too much of a lean on your right side. Your right leg could be longer or shorter. So making sure to try and balance or remain conscious of like if you're leaning to the right side too much, because that could kind of hurt your hip or your leg. So yeah, I have the 8th house card on the bottom of the deck, endings and beginnings. You're starting a new, this is a new like workout routine, you know? It's like your old one, you're ditching that. It's not really doing much for you anymore, so you're starting something new. Also could be starting a new sport. Ending a lifestyle, could be ending ending old eating habits, you know, unhealthy eating habits. So that could be what that is. So for the second quarter, whoa, I have the solar eclipse revolution. Yeah, revolution. So this is the number 44. So some of you guys could be seeing 44. This is also a Leo energy for me with the sun. Some of you guys might be watching your Venus sign right now, and your sun is in Leo. This is a major change happening in the second quarter of the year. With the Aries on the bottom of the deck, this is the Emperor. So it feels like you're being very pointed in your action towards a specific thing. I also get a lot of sports with this as well. I get a lot of, let's see, what's the word I'm looking for? You're very competitive. You're very competitive, and this could be maybe your competitive nature showing. A lot of change, but you having to be the best. It's like, I gotta be the best. I gotta be the one in a million right now. Capricorn, underneath that, this is like very grounded, competitive energy. Some of you guys could have Capricorn in your chart too. I felt that in my meditation as well, or dealing with a Capricorn. Maybe this is a Capricorn person that comes into your life. Those cards just fell out again. Also with the Uranus Genius card, that's connected to the Tower for me. So again, a lot of change happening the second quarter of the year. So Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, third quarter of 2020. Third quarter of 2020 for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh, so we were talking about that in the meditation, air element communication. You guys are going to be feeling very communicative in the third quarter of the year. So South Node on the bottom of the deck, I feel like you guys are figuring out what works for you and what doesn't in communication. Again, very lighthearted. With all the clouds in this card, I get very like floaty, free-spirited energy. Some of you guys could be dealing with an air sign as well. This could be that Leo that I was feeling. Maybe a Leo with air in their chart, or fire and air combo energy person. Very free-spirited, wants to go on adventures with you. This is a karmic relationship for sure, very playful, but there's hints of lessons in this relationship for sure. You might have multiple people coming into your life in love as well. And there's that Leo energy I was feeling with blessings, and also this part of fortune part of fortune increase. It's like increase in communication, and the lessons you've learned in communication also could be increase in people in your life and communicating with them. Also with this, I get that camera energy that I was feeling, or that career development. So an increase in career could be happening through communication and networking, like I was talking about in the meditation again. So yeah. Fourth quarter of the year for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So I have the Void of Course Moon missing card. Feels like fourth quarter of the year for you guys. You're kind of going to be in between. This feels like a career thing. It's like you're not where you want to be, but you're not entirely where you were at the start of the year either. Like, you've come so far. Makes me think of that song. But in the end, it doesn't really matter. In the end of the year, you've come so far. But yet, is it yet so far? And in the end, it doesn't really matter because you've come so far? Is that what that is? I don't know. Friends. I love that, to see that on the bottom of the deck, because this is saying that you might be in between people or not entire. You might not have solid friendships, but it's not like you don't have no friendships either. This could be that for some of you guys. This could also be about career. This could also be about a relationship. Maybe you guys aren't really wanting to make it official, but you don't want to be single either. So some of you guys, or that's somebody that you're dealing with in 2020. This is something's missing in your life. That's what I just heard. Something's missing in your life. It could be the solid friendships or a solid relationship that you or someone else wants. Also career, again, like I was talking about. You're not where you were before, but you're not where you want to be entirely. So continuing on the path, this little transition isn't going to last a very long time. Void of Course Moon is just, it's a very quick thing. I also get the delusions of grandeur with this moon, or just grandeur in general. She looks so beautiful. The moon is so bright and so pretty in this card. So this is you feeling so confident and good. Even though you don't have everything entirely in your life, you're just feeling very good about everything going on. It's like, I might not have a relationship I want, but I've developed my career so much. I might not have the friends I want, but look at the relationship I have. Like, everything's not there entirely, but you're feeling good about what is. Or you need to be confident and feel good about what is there. So, okay. I also saw 222 on my timer just now. Again, 222, talking about relationships for you guys, or just other people, friendships, family, whatever is going on. Could be different for all of you guys. So what I'm going to do now is just look at a little more of each energy. So faith. This has been coming out for a lot of people. With this card, I feel, because it feels different for you guys. Oh, I noticed that she's in nature. Okay, there you go. You could have a New Year's resolution to get out into nature more. As I said, this could be, again, exercising more out in nature, listening to the sounds of nature, maybe running outside, starting to run outside and without music, listening to the birds of the morning, smelling the dew on the ground. Yeah, just being connected to Mother Nature, Mother Earth. That's beautiful. Having faith. Using this exercise and this connection to nature you're going to have as a way to build your faith in spirituality and build your grow your spiritual journey through exercising. This could be a very, this whole transition in health at the beginning of the year could be very spiritually guided. And also I see this as you getting more into spirituality through this, maybe starting to watch videos on YouTube and then about health, and then that slowly like when you put the videos on autoplay and you start with one video and you end up with something completely different. This could be very that, like you start off with like a health related video and slowly you start to click on videos and you get to somebody talking about spirituality and health, like the foods you eat affect your spirituality and your mind. So you could kind of be getting into that a little bit. I got change, so this is a change in your faith or a change in exercise, right? Change in your exercise regimen, your health regimen, your lifestyle, what you eat. It's more, for me, this more so needs to be thought of as a change in your lifestyle as opposed to just a change in the body, because lifestyle, mind, body, and soul, Earth, wind, and fire. Okay. So I got the pleasure card for second quarter of 2020 for you guys. I feel like this is that playful relationship coming in. This could be a change for you guys. Maybe you guys only had serious relationships in the past, or you thought of relationships as more of a serious thing. And now this one person's coming in and they're just, this Leo, this change. This could be maybe somebody you already knew, and maybe they're coming back in as like a changed person. Or this could be somebody completely different and just a major change for you, different for everybody. Again, this is a general reading. I feel like this is going to be a really fun, here's that fun, playful energy, pleasure. Ugh, I love that. You're just going to be feeling so good in this connection with this person. It's not going to be serious at all. And you're not going to care to make it, to want it to be serious, is what I mean. I mean, you could have really just wanted a relationship in the past, to have a relationship, or that's because you saw that in other people and that's what you thought you wanted. But maybe you're realizing in 2020 that I don't really want a relationship. I just want to have fun with people, get to know people. I love people. I love to have friends with that 11th house card. So you're just having fun now. And you've met somebody that isn't going to sugarcoat things, isn't going to lie to you. They're just open, and you respect that openness more than anything. It's like, even if it's something I don't want to hear, thank you for telling me, you know? I just see a really healthy, communicative relationship that you don't necessarily need to label. I also got resilience on the bottom of the deck. So this is, I also see this as her packing her bags and leaving. So again, with the trip, this person, I mean, I don't think I said trip specifically before, but again, this could be a trip, or this person, you going on adventures together. This might be a little hard for you guys at first, going on these adventures, because it's something maybe you're more introverted, they're extroverted, you know, they're gonna pull you out of your shell a little bit. I see this as a shell as well, like a snail or something, you know. You need to get out of your shell or remove your baggage. They could help you with healing, or help you to see things that you haven't before, or give you a fresh perspective. I'm sorry if you hear a kitty, that's my cat eating on the table. Yeah, with attraction on the bottom of the deck. I thought about this card when I was seeing this one. So to me, these look very much the same. This is the delusions of grandeur for me with this attraction, but this is also through thinking of everything as so successful, even though it's not fully, or looking at the positives more than the negatives, is going to bring more of what you want closer to you. I think you're doing this kind of not consciously. Near the beginning of the year, you guys are just kind of doing it, or that's just your personality to see the glass half full as opposed to half empty. But I feel like at the end of the year, you're going to realize how much that actually did for you, and you're going to be learning more about the law of attraction in general, and like, wow, oh my gosh, that's the card I was also thinking about. Nourishment with the health, all the foods there, you're going to be nourishing, fueling your body. Lovely. I also heard the word lovely in my meditation. So that might be something you guys say a lot, like, oh, lovely. Or also it could be something somebody else says around you. Lovely. I just want to say that word 100 times for you guys. Or that could be something that you call this person. You know, like some people call people love, like sweetie, babe, whatever. You could call this person lovely. Or you could give them compliments that say they look lovely or something. Oh, that's cute. Or they could do that for you. So air element communicating with wisdom. It feels like you guys are learning something new. Again, like I said, with the South Node card being on the bottom of the deck with this one, this could be definitely karmic lessons in communication you're learning with this wisdom. You picking apart well, not picking apart, but you being able to analyze a conversation after you had it, and like, okay, what can I do different next time? Especially if you guys are introverted, this could be a huge step in communication for you guys, like going up to people you wouldn't normally talk to, or talking to people about things you wouldn't normally talk to. Learning more about how to socially interact with people. Maybe some of you guys have some social anxieties. So also this energy helping you break out of your shell again, like I said. That could be also what somebody says, like, I'm going to break you out of your shell. When I'm done with you, you're gonna be extroverted like me or something. With abundance on the bottom of the deck, yeah. Ooh. Okay, so fear just wanted to show itself too. So this is anxiety, definitely. But with abundance right there, it's like through this fear, through breaking. Oh, and there's that resilience card again. Through breaking out of your shell, through thinking positive, through getting out of this fear. It's like when we start something new, when we try something new, of course there's fear always. That doesn't mean it's going to be a negative experience. It just means when we start something new, there's fear. And as we get to know ourselves and how to deal with these things and how to better handle them, you know, through experience comes growth, is what I always say. You can think about it as much as you want. How exactly can I do this? You guys could be analyzing, over analyzing how exactly to handle a situation. Some of you guys might have Gemini in your chart as well. But it's like you're not really fully going to understand until you get into the situation and are put into the situation. It's like I saw a video before. I was interested in like going to school to be a vet before, and it's so much school. And maybe you guys are going to school this in the third quarter of the year, feeling good, doing good in school, also making new friends in school, also possibly with the friends card. But I feel this is, you know, they say you can go to school for this whole time. You can go to all this, you can learn everything there is to know, but you don't actually start to learn until you've got your hands in something. You know, it feels like you're getting your hands in something now. You can think about it all you want. How am I going to deal with social situations? What's going to happen exactly? What's going on? You can think about it all you want, but the growth is only going to happen through experience for you guys. I keep seeing these like white little floaties out of my vision. So that could be something you guys see. That could be also, I mean, it looks like these air wispies, these cloud wispies in that card. Some of you guys could be dealing with an air sign or have air in your chart. I see this as more so spirit guiding you. Oh my gosh, and I just noticed 22. That's what they were trying to get me to notice. The 22 there. That's so funny. Hi, Toaster. That's also spirit guiding you, as those white wispies. Also, like I said before, if this is maybe a grandmother. I mean, we are going into Leo season, third quarter, so this could be a grandma that is a Leo, or grandpa, elder of some sort that is a Leo. Maybe their birthday is this month, and if they've passed, especially, possibly they would have turned 75, and maybe you're seeing little wispies out of the corner of your vision, but that's also a sign for some of you guys that this person's around you and guiding you. And maybe they're communicating with you through little signs and signals. I just got chills as I said that. So that could be what's going on for some of you guys. And I stopped on the masculine card, so that might be a grandpa. I also saw 3333 on my timer. Oh my gosh, that's definitely what that is for some of you guys. You're seeing signs in nature of this person. Maybe they really loved sitting outside on the porch and like drinking a tea or a lemonade or something and reading the paper. I get the image of that, or like a magazine or a book, like with a cat or something, like with an animal that sat beside them. Or the birds. When you go out into the nature and you see the birds, you're reminded of them. When you see the animals, you're reminded of them. When you hear the sounds, you remember when you were a kid and you were sitting with them on the porch, or you went inside, got them a tea, sat with them, they talked to you. You read the little comic strips on the paper. I'm just getting this whole vision for some of you guys. That's really cool. Could definitely be a grandpa, a grandma. Or even for some of you guys, you're seeing, if you have kids, you're seeing your kids. If this person is still with us, you're seeing your kids you're seeing yourself and your kids in the way that your mom or dad maybe is acting with them, or you're seeing your mom and your child and comparing it to you and your grandparents, how you were when you were a child. it could be giving you guys a lot of clarity, especially if you guys have kids, about how why your parents did certain things or why your grandparents said certain things. You're seeing the reason now that you're an adult and you're maturing. Again, just a message for some of you guys. So I got action 15. I also felt the need to say 15 just then. I don't know why. That could be a number you guys see a lot as well. 15, I have the 5s here. So that's 5, 5, and then 5. So change happening. This is that transition, that little bit of a transition, but you have to take action with that transition. Maybe an opportunity could be presenting itself in some sort of communication. Maybe you have an opportunity to create a social media for what you're doing, or to maybe start, networking with people, maybe like getting in people's DMs who also do the same thing as you do, and maybe wanting to collaborate, taking action with that being the next step in this career. If this is a relationship, this is you needing to say how you feel to this person. Don't hide your feelings. This is just physical change. There's definitely physical change happening right now for you guys in the 4th quarter of the year. I also noticed with this, it's like a ballerina. So some of you guys, this is an artistic thing, or some of you guys might want to dance. You might love to dance, some of you guys. Just be very creative individuals, especially with the camera I was getting. You could be filming maybe a ballet. That could be like a next step in your career, or wanting to. Filming some people dancing, or photographing dancers. Maybe you're photographing action photos now, and that's not something you've done before. Making new friends through that. Just networking. It's like here you're learning to network, and here you're actually putting it into action and starting to get into it and transitioning it into what you need to be doing. Or what you feel like you need to be doing. Which is what you need to be doing. If you feel it, go with it, right? Okay, so January 2020 for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, so January, I got for you guys the Chariot. So this is a decision you're having to make likely about this lifestyle change. This could also be a decision between diets you choose to go on, or exercise regimens. Like you have a couple in mind that you want to do. Maybe I want to start running. Maybe I want to do more strength training. Maybe I want to be vegan. Maybe I want to do like a keto thing. I don't know. That's just examples, but it's like which way do I want to go? Sorry, my kitty's playing with a toy now. Oh, Connor. So which way do I want to go? This is also like, I feel like for you guys, this is a quick decision that you're making. It's like, this feels better. That's a decision that you're gonna have to make for sure. It's like you're getting a sign about it. Oh my gosh, and the 7 there. Oh, 25 is there. And then that's 7 right there. So remember the 17 we were talking about. 7s represent luck. So whatever decision you make is gonna be the right decision. Doesn't matter. You just feel the way you feel, right? 6 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. This decision could, you could be helped in making this decision by a friend or something. This could also be a new person coming into your life. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is the sign of Cancer. So you're coming into your power. Oh my gosh, I wrote 2020 power. That's the first thing I wrote. So at the very beginning of the year, you're going to be feeling your power, coming into your power, feeling good, confident. This could also be people from your past being very attracted to that confidence and wanting to learn from you. Maybe you're teaching them new things that you've learned, just feeling very confident. A lot of confidence. And then the Queen of Cups under that. I can show it to you. Queen of Cups there. Very empowered, empowering others, feeling very confident in yourself, in your power in 2020. Through this like diet change, maybe with the body, you guys are also meditating more. Also, this Aries energy that came out on the bottom of the deck over here, the first house connected to Aries, so taking action with whatever you're doing, also moving forward, feeling motivated within yourself. It's like the motivate, everyone can try and motivate you however they want, and you can try to motivate anyone else however you want, but it's ultimately within themselves to make a decision that's good for them, you know? You could be feeling very like motivational for other people. Like with this diet change, you're going to be feeling very inspired, and you could be talking to other people like, oh my gosh, you have no idea how good I feel, you need to try this too. And you can do that all you want, but I just think make sure you're not being, I mean, people will be excited for you, right, that you're doing it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they want to do it too. Keep that in mind for sure, especially if you guys have Capricorn in your chart. That's for you, that message. Oh my goodness, kitties are crazy. Daisy! Okay. February 2020 for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. February 2020 for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. February 2020 for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I also noticed like the little moped in that chariot picture. You guys could be buying a new car possibly. Oh, or I also see this as you guys maybe changing your form of transportation. Maybe if your job's only a couple miles away, you're deciding that you're going to start walking or running to the job or riding a bike. Some sort of change in transportation. I wanted to say communication, but it's like transportation, communication. Okay. So you get the idea. So the other card I got for February is the Temperance card. Okay. So if this isn't so exactly what I was talking about, in this card specifically, the imagery of this card is the healthy food over there and the cupcakes and the naughty food over here. So this is learning to balance that. Also, she's doing yoga. You guys could be getting into yoga or some form of exercise that's very spiritually guided, and you're able to meditate while doing the exercise and learning to balance the healthy and not healthy foods, not good for you foods. This could also be you guys maybe at the very beginning of the year 100% going into everything healthy. I'm vegan, I'm eating fruits and vegetables only all day long, and then eventually in February, I kind of want a cupcake, I'm kind of not feeling the best. I felt good for the first 2-3 weeks. Now I'm not feeling the greatest. I kind of feel deprived. I'm hungry, I'm tired. Needing to balance that. It doesn't have to be all in or all out, not on such extremes. This is finding a community. So maybe you guys are taking a class, you're taking a cycling class, a yoga class, a good Zumba class. Those are so funny. Maybe you're doing that. Also with this dancing energy over here, if you guys love to dance, that could definitely be something you're into doing. Maybe you guys are starting like an adult ballet class or like a hip hop class or something. So third. So six of Wands and 10 of Pentacles just came out. I feel like this is success in in your environment and like job development starting to happen, or you thinking more about your job and your career, thinking that you need it being more at the forefront that you guys need balance in your job. Also, I saw 444 on my timer just now, and this card is the number 44. What was I saying? Also that you guys need more stability in your job is what I meant. Maybe you guys are starting to save money around this time more. because in March I got the Fool. So this is kind of just going for it. You have this idea in career, you know it's going to be successful, or it already is starting to be successful, and you're like this free-spirited, happy energy, you're just going for it. You're not really afraid of the consequences. This is also that silly, goofy energy of this is about relationships. This could be an Aquarius as well. You're just feeling good, happy, free-spirited, weird. It's like, get weird, you know? You're just going to be getting weird. And that's okay. This going into April, May, and June is definitely going to be a fun relationship going on. Or this is fun with your friends, just free-spirited adventures. It's like you decide the night before that you want to go on a road trip, and then you and your friends or this partner you're with just decide, and you're spontaneous and just do it and go and have a great time. And this is something you never would have done probably before, or I mean some of you never would have done. This is definitely lovely energy so far. So April, I got the 10 of Wands. So this is when this pressure starts to pack on a little bit. You've been feeling so good the first little bit of the year. Now, you know, New Year's resolutions, they really set in there. You're in your diet, you know, you might be feeling a little bit of pressure to continue. This could be from other people or within yourself. 5 of Pentacles is maybe like getting a little down with stability in your job. Maybe there being a little bit of a shakeup and that putting a lot of pressure on you. Maybe all of a sudden things get really busy and you aren't getting what you need monetarily. Is that a word? Yeah, I feel like maybe you're not getting as much as you need money-wise from the job you're doing. It's like you're starting on this new path. Also, this could be maybe people not supporting you as much as you thought they did, but just because you're around the wrong people right now and you've not found the right people that understand you. You're trying to talk to people about what you want to do. If this is photography, for example, for some of you, it might be you're talking to people, oh, I should do like a photo shoot of you. And they're like, yeah, cool. And then they never talk about it again. Like they're not really excited as much for you as you're excited. So that's like putting the pressure on you. This could also be a lot of busyness, maybe starting to enroll in school or college, having a lot on your plate and not really getting as much back as you're putting in, just having a really busy time in April. This is also that change I was talking about before. Yeah, there's an underlying happy, free-spirited feeling, but this change, this busyness, you might not necessarily love a routine. You might not do well in routines. So you're feeling kind of stuck in a routine. You want to be able to do what you want to do, but you might not be able to at this time, just because there's so much going on that's scheduled. I also see this air element and communicating energy as possibly getting a schedule in place for yourself that you can do, or like maybe figuring out. I also have this energy for someone else. Might have been Capricorn. So some of you could have Capricorn in your chart for sure. But this is maybe figuring out a schedule that works for you. It might have been Aquarius too. I don't really know. This other person that you come into union with is what I want to say, could help you do that, because they're probably the same way. They don't really like a schedule. They're kind of like rebellious, free-spirited. So they could help you with kind of balancing the two energies. Back to the Temperance card is balance. So for May, I got the 8 of Cups. So this is walking away from anything emotionally that feels unstable. Possibly this other person helping you with that to get you away from anything that feels bad emotionally. Also, like I was talking about before, they could help you with healing from some things, being able to show you the truth, a different perspective that you haven't necessarily thought of before, or anything like that. I also noticed the blonde hair on that girl. So somebody could be blonde. I don't know. That's just a little something that I noticed. This Leo could be blonde or have more light golden features. More like pink or red not pink or red, more bronzy undertones in their skin or their hair. Like orangey. Not that their skin's orange or something. More just like warm undertones is what I mean. So in June, I got the Devil. So, this could be a little bit of some problems in career. I noticed the money bag that he's holding. Also the ice cream. Oh, this is temptation. So this from the beginning of the year, you doing so well, being so balanced. Maybe this little bit of a shakeup and walking away from stability kind of might have triggered you a little bit. Maybe some of you guys don't have the most healthy relationships with family or food. Maybe family really triggering any sort of bad eating habits that you guys have, using that as a form of control. I also saw 111 on my timer. This is giving into temptation for me right now. This is the devil. He's holding that over the two kids' heads. Like, don't you want it? Don't you want the money? Don't you want the candy? Don't you want the ice cream? Some of you guys could love the ice cream. And the cats are trying to tell him, no, don't give in, don't give in. It's like every sign you're getting is saying, no, keep with it. You're going to get there. Keep with it. This pleasure card could definitely also be giving into temptation. Doing things that you know you shouldn't really be doing. Eating things you shouldn't be. Treating your body in a way that you know you shouldn't be. Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You feeling very abundant under that, very creative, but there being this underlying pain, it feels like. This pain and not being able to fully recognize that pain because it is so painful. But there is an ending trying to happen. Walking away from stability. It's up to you guys to be able to fully heal from this. Or, some of you guys, if it's so painful, you might end up pushing it away. That's the only concern I have around this energy. If you push it away, that could create some underlying anxiety where you push it away to a point where you don't know what's causing your anxiety and you just get overwhelmed and end up giving in. So yeah. Something to watch out for sure around this time. Or you're sad and you don't necessarily know why. You're feeling depressed, you don't necessarily know why. Extra anxious. But it's because you haven't fully healed. So in your subconscious mind is trying to push these memories, push these things forward, but you're subconsciously at the same time blocking those things from fully coming up. Or if somebody says something, you like, okay, can we stop talking about it? Can we stop talking? I don't want to talk about it right now. Like, I feel like that's something you might say, like, just, I don't want to talk about it right now. But when are you going to talk about it, you know? Spirit's trying to push these memories forward so that you can talk about it and heal and see a perspective that you need to heal from, that you need to see to heal from. And pushing it away isn't helping anybody. So July 2020 for you guys, I got the Two of Pentacles. So like I said before, this could be job related, definitely. This could be you going to school and also maybe networking in school about this new career path you guys are wanting to start, getting more into this hobby, like dancing, photography, something in the arts. Maybe you guys are going to school for something artistic. Oh, I also see this as like a double major for some of you guys. That's really interesting. Maybe you guys are having like a backup plan, like you guys are majoring in business or something, but then your second major is going to be like photography or something, you know? Remember that break-in I was also talking about at the beginning? I am going to put that in. I feel like some people need to see that. This devil energy could be that. But for some of you, not for all of you. I heard break in for few. So if I get, however many views watch this, however many people watch this, cut that by 100 times, you know. If 1,000 people watch this, if 100 people watch this, one person could get broken into, 10 people, you know. I don't know. The people who expect it are the least likely for it to happen. So keep that in mind as well. Trusting your intuition. If you feel weird one night, if you're like, you're about to go to sleep, you're all cuddled up in bed, and it's like you get this feeling like, did I lock that window? And never mind. Go check to see if you locked that window. This is for those of you who don't really have that fear. For those of you who have that fear, sorry, my kitty's using the litter box. For those of you guys who have that fear, this message is not for you. Oh my gosh, that's so annoying. Chester! He likes to cover it up for 10 hours. But the Page of Swords is saying to go check. I see him like, don't overthink it, but go check. Just get up and go check, you know? It's almost like for some of you even, something happens, like you hear a noise at the front door and you go and you lock it and it turns out to be nothing. I mean, you hear a noise at the front door, you go and check, you notice that it's unlocked. Oh, nobody was there anyway. But then you go to sleep and then you wake up 4 hours later and then somebody actually is trying to come in or something. And you're like, oh, did spirit actually just like knock on my door or do a weird noise so that I would go check and see that it was unlocked? Or like, I just got chills. It feels like some sign is going to show you, okay, go check your door, or go check this window, or go check something, go check, make sure your camera's on, your security system's on, and it's up to you though to go do that or not. Again, a select few of you guys. So this card came out, 6 of Pentacles, for, what is it? August 2020. So 6 of Pentacles, this is giving. This is giving, this is you feeling abundance materially, maybe, I mean, I also see this as you maybe talking to a authority figure. This could be like a teacher if you guys are going back to school in August. This is maybe seeing old friends that you haven't in a while, talking to people, again, communicating, going back to school, communicating with people that you haven't in a while. It's like they're gonna see you as completely different, it feels. And they're gonna see you as like a powerful because like whatever transition, maybe you lose some weight and then you come back and people are like, whoa, you're so hot now. Not like you weren't before, but whoa, you're so hot. Like they could be giving you a lot of compliments, you know? Talking to old friends, them seeing a different person in you. Not only physically, but I mean, your attitude too. You could be more confident. You could be talking to more people and they're like, wow, you were so shy before. What happened? That's really cool. September 2020. Oops. Okay, the Hermit. You kind of going within. I also see this as you guys studying a little bit more. I also noticed that the World is on the bottom of the deck, so something's ending. This could be a graduation for some of you guys. Graduating on to the next level, so just changing grades, changing paths, putting more effort into something new. I also see the Hermit as some introspection for you guys. So anything that you might have pushed away over here, I feel like it's coming out again, but you're seeing it from a clear point of view because you're communicating it more. Maybe over here you just didn't want to talk about it and it created these anxieties, but finally it shows itself again. Whatever thing from your past you need to heal, it shows itself again. And you're able to talk about it more in a more effective way. This could be with a Virgo or a earth sign. Maybe your mom's an earth sign, or somebody older than you that you're able to talk about this with is a earth sign, so Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Okay, so October 2020 for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Page of Cups. So we were talking about this new creative venture throughout the year, more so at the end of the year, it feels. Especially with this action card, any ideas that you've had, anything that you've kind of been networking with, talking to people about, should I do this, should I not? I feel like you're officially starting that creative venture now. It's going to be very emotionally fulfilling for you guys. You're taking action with it finally. You're in that transition period to get into your career and what you're doing now more than ever. This is also, I mean, again, with you feeling in your power. This is Cancer or Pisces, but for this, I definitely feel Cancer for you guys. I feel like this is you being a youthful, again, free-spirited, playful energy, and that really influencing your art and the path that you're going down. Your art, if you guys paint or draw, it could have a lot of colors in it. It could be very colorful, very it could be different for the mood you're in. So if you're feeling a little bit more down, you could paint with more dark, muted tones. If you're feeling a lot happier, I mean, this is just you experimenting as well. I see this as experimentation in art or photography, painting, sketching, embroidery. This is you experimenting what works for me, what is my style. I'm starting down this new path. I just saw something white floating around outside. So this is spiritually guided for you. And the timing is also very spiritually guided for you guys. It feels like timing is very important here. So 3 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Again, with friends, this is building a community who understands you. Getting a friend group that enjoys the same things you enjoy. I saw 2, 2, 2 again. So the 3 2s. 2s meaning other people. So you could have 3 good friends at the end of 2020 that you can really count on and feel like they understand you in a way that people really haven't before, in your art in a way, in your dreams in a way that people haven't really understood you before. Ace of Cups. Oh, I love this. This is you being so emotionally fulfilled, fully starting this emotional new beginning. Both these cards for October and November, this is a new beginning down a new path. But this is a actual new beginning for me. Both these guys are new beginnings, you know? He's still learning, but she's so fulfilled emotionally. So it's like you're going into this powerful new beginning with these 2 new beginnings back to back of the same, of cups, the same, what's the word? I don't know. I don't remember. I mean, they're both cups is what I'm saying. So yeah, I mean, not much else I could say about this. This could also be the new friendships I was talking about, new relationships, an emotional new beginning, you being really fulfilled by your career emotionally, really happy. Oh, and I just saw that like white thing flying outside. I don't know if it was a bird or something, or like a butterfly. It's winter. Why would there be a butterfly? I guess there could be, right? I don't know. I noticed these 2 doves flying. See a very peaceful, calm energy. For a lot of you guys, this could be a new relationship, a new person in your life, a new beginning with someone. Very emotionally fulfilling. I love that, and I love the imagery of this card. The cat's drinking the puddle of water, and also above her head is this crown. So this reminds me of crown chakra, intuition. It's like this infinite. It's this circle. It's the circle of infinity, infinite. Some of you guys might have one of those circle necklaces, or somebody could give you a gift of one of those circle necklaces that represent like infinity. You know, those like relationship love necklaces. I also see this just as like you guys getting in tune with your intuition and your emotions and taking action with that. Feeling so good and also nurturing. But in a free-spirited way, like you're not the mother. You're like the the in tune with your emotions, happy kid. I love to see this for Cancer as well. And I have 6 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So you being successful in whatever action you're taking right now. And last but not least, December. My amethyst just fell from my lap. Okay, I'm gonna take this one. So this is crazy because I felt the Two of Swords in my meditation. I almost said it. I didn't. So this is you guys maybe getting a little down near the end of the year. After all this positive, I mean, we go ups and downs, right? It all can't be positive. And anyone who says it is, they're lying. Because we gotta do the shadow work. We gotta go through the down to experience the up. So Two of Swords is a little bit of stagnation. She's successful, she's balanced, but she's not seeing that in herself. So maybe you guys aren't being super confident. I also, with the Seven of Swords underneath here, I see this as you being a little bit paranoid of people's genuineness. Maybe so much good is happening that you're like, something's finally got to go bad. Like, what's going to happen? Something's got to go bad. Something bad has got to happen because this is just too good. All this happening right now. So that could be you kind of seeing that. I also see this as Spirit trying to give you signs of something that could be happening. Maybe somebody trying to take advantage of you, and you not seeing them because you're so trusting and loving and free-spirited at this time that you're not being as conscious of ingenuine people because, I mean, it could be a little bit of a naive energy, you know? You just expect everyone to be so sweet and nice like you are because you wouldn't be that way. But this could be somebody definitely stabbing you in the back is what I heard. So yeah. I mean, not the most positive way to end the reading, but I do feel so much positivity. I mean, it's like positive, positive, It's a little bit of an up and down happening here. As with every reading, I definitely feel a little bit of an up and down this year. Also, the number 17, I say again. So that's the number 17 could resonate for some of you guys. Some of you guys could be 17, turning 17. Have your birthday on the 17th, 17 something. 7 as well. But yeah, I think that's about it. I hope you guys like this reading. Be sure to like and subscribe if you did. And don't forget to watch your Venus, Moon, and Rising sign readings if you're watching your Sun. If you're not, also watching your Sun sign reading as well. And yeah, I hope this reading was able to give you some clarity, and I hope it was able to resonate. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. I don't know if I said that already. But thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.